Hi Sharma. Last week, a lady offered me something to eat. I was not in a position to eat that food because of my health conditions. I thought that she might get offended if I don't eat it. So I started telling the reasons. Then she stopped me and told me I have no time to listen to all the reasons. If you do not want to eat it, leave it, that's all. Then she did not even wait for me to say something, she quit that place. I really get offended, wounded. Then I thought that I should ask somebody because I am not knowing how to tackle such people, how to take such insults, because I couldn't avoid such insults and all. You are the right person, I thought. Could you please answer me this question? How to tackle insults? Thank you, Sharma.
Yes, we feel insulted when people respond to us indifferently or sarcastically or say harsh words. Even great people who have millions of admirers and followers were many times subjected to such humiliations. Sometimes the hurt caused by such insults is so deep that we remember it for a very long time to come. That is why American civil rights activist Maya Angelou once said, people will forget what you said, people will forget what you did, but they will never forget how you made them to feel. Therefore, we may not be able to avoid insults. Hence, it is important to learn how to face insults, how to respond to insults. What happens to us is not important. Many times we have no control over what happens to us, but we have control over how we respond to what happens to us. And how we respond to what happens to us is far more important than what happens to us. Once an Englishman wrote a long poem ridiculing Mahatma Gandhi and presented it to him in person. Gandhiji read the poem entirely and then looked up at the Englishman smilingly and lovingly and told him, "Thank you, you have given me two useful things." Gandhiji then removed the pin which was used to fasten the two sheets of paper and put it in the pin box that was kept in front of him, and then reversed the two sheets of paper which were blank and kept them along with the one-sided papers which were also there, which were a part of Gandhiji's stationery. Gandhiji always used only one-sided papers for writing and avoided using fresh papers. It happened about 25 years ago when I had gone to address the Rotary Club of Madras as the guest speaker. When I entered the lift of the hotel where the meeting was to take place, I found in it a very senior Rotarian of the club. I had met him 3 years before then, and he was a retired IAS officer who had held top positions in the government. Therefore, very enthusiastically, I asked him, "Do you recognize me?" He stared at me and said, "Are you Amitabh Bachchan or what for me to recognize you?" Naturally, I felt a bit offended. I said sorry and then did not continue the discussion. But later I realized that though his response offended me, the fault was mine. Instead of asking him whether he recognized me, perhaps that is what made him also to feel offended. If I had stated like this, I hope you are able to place me. I had addressed your club 3 years ago, and I remember gratefully you had introduced me to the gathering at the time. His response would have been different. Therefore, many times we feel insulted by the other person's response because there was a lapse in our earlier communication. That takes me to my high school days. I had a classmate who had a good command over the English language. He used the right words to convey his thoughts. One afternoon, to know the time, because he was wearing a wristwatch and I was not wearing a wristwatch, I asked him, "What is time?" He replied, "Time is money." I was puzzled. He then told me, "If you had asked me what is the time, I would have told you it is 2:30 p.m. now. But you asked me what is time, which means that you are asking me to define time. Time is defined also as money." Thank you.